one. Hey everybody, I'm Sam.
And I'm Will. And we are Working Title!
Y'all, we are back. It is Spy Family Season 1, Episode 11. Stella. Last on, the great dodgeball plan was supposed to be great, was not great in the end. Damien died for nothing. His friends died for nothing.
No.
Anya did her big pitch. It didn't work.
But it is a new day, a new week, a new time to earn a Stella star for the Forger family. So guys, if y'all like the video, leave a like, hit the subscribe button and notification bell to find more awesome reactions like this. Comment down below who is your favorite Spy Family member right now. And we got a Patreon if y'all want to check out some shows a week in advance, get Discord, and be a sponsor to this channel to help us make these awesome videos. Hit the link in the description and support your boys.
Make sure you support the show. We don't own it. Go to Crunchyroll, watch it over there, and then come pack and watch your boys. We're gonna pawn share.
Bah! Why she looks so stressed?
She's super into the show.
Oh
man.
Oh, two different
She didn't
subjects.
even get the points for filling out the date.
Bro, look at
Darn it. Mood. Kind of like James Bond.
Oh my god, right? Why did she just repeat that?
She's literally gonna have to be like me. Associate all her schooling through things she enjoys in life.
Good at each subject and then copy them.
She's so sinister.
She's pretty evil.
Yeah. She can't become an overnight prodigy. Find a way to make math fun. Guess what? It's never fun. I hate it. Oh,
That's
disgusting.
horrifying. It's a panda.
I thought it was a cheetah.
It's a moo cow.
The one at the school that she comforted. Is there gonna be anything that she's really good at? What do you think she's gonna be good at?
I don't know.
What is Stella?
That's the stars they have to earn.
Oh, frick.
Aww. In 4 months. I mean, what kid did they think he was going to be able to pick up on the side of the street to get 4?
Ah, just being a good person. No punching anyone on ya.
Oh, jeez. Clean the dressing room. No! Play after. Stop. No way. Oh, Anya. Anya, how can you be so precious and so bad at everything? Manga. What is
the sloth anime?
It's a detective sloth. She wants to help with a surgery.
Oh, nice.
This woman. Bro, speed up.
Banana hammock.
At a hospital? Like, oh shit.
Anya. Oh no.
Bro, is he gonna drown? No way, we're not seeing this, right?
Anya can read his mind and know he's drowning? Yep. Can't breathe. Oh, yeah.
Is she know how to swim? What?
I love seeing her. so dead.
I'm gonna become a pro swimmer.
I'm gonna get that Stella. Your kid is drowning and dying and dead.
Point.
Where is
Point.
he? Where is he? I love swimming. I'm dead.
Points. Just say something. Oh, no way.
She's clever because she's like, she's not telling anyone about her ability. She's being clever of like concealing it, making it seem
Go
natural.
help him with the swim.
I even like the animation as she tried to jump. But Lloyd will get you and him. Yeah. Lloyd's a pro.
He was sinking. Someone give him CPR.
Alright. Lloyd, you better be sussing now.
Oh. Well, that's good that she did that. Did she earn a Stella for that? Stage 1 of 8.
Wow. Is she the first one to get a Stella? Other than Warbucks, the child volleyball killer?
No, he got a Bolt.
Huh. How about that, Damien? Damien Dark?
She was the first one, you're right.
And
oh,
made
that's
a,
nice.
Made a grateful friend.
How's Lloyd not sus of this?
He's definitely gonna be a saucy bucka. See, she tried to cover it up and said, I really want to go swim, but he heard the first part saying there's a boy drowning.
Oh, he's proud of her.
I have a feeling he's gonna know, like...
Oh no. No! How's he gonna make contact?
He doesn't even show up to the school for his own son. Alright, how will
Oh, she gets to wear the star.
But how will all the kids treat her? That's the question. Do we have friends or none?
A new record? Okay. Is she gonna start acting like a little shit? Oh, no. Don't be like that. You're not gonna make friends that way. Be my friend.
Nah. He's gonna be the one who still doesn't cave in.
World peace. Sekai.
As expected.
She has the best faces. The world is in peril.
Her faces are on par with Edward and Al.
Yeah.
Damn. Those girls look impressed. Those girls look impressed. These guys are just being a bunch of tool sheds.
Who actually comes to school wearing it? Oh, maybe she's not supposed to do that. Dang!
See, that's the fear that girl was just talking about with Lloyd. It's gonna be too obvious if she just starts earning stuff out of nowhere. Come on, Damien. Absolutely.
Yeah.
People who go here are the top of the line. Try not to disrespect the school when you speak. Yeah.
Peace.
Wacky.
He's so manly.
Life cockroach.
He's so manly at times like this.
That's why you're gonna fall in love with her.
She better not flunk out. She got like 4 Fs in tests in like a day.
A day? Becky.
A year's worth of peanuts. Mr. Dog. Are we gonna get a pet?
Yeah.
Oh, look at him.
Doggy.
Max.
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 Max!
Max is gonna be like a giant dog.
I like Damien's voice in Anya's head.
Oh,
gosh.
Okay, it looks a little normal when he's talking.
Well, peace.
We'll bring peace. Like peace of mind. It does. Oh my god.
gosh. So are you. Look who is talking.
Ah! That's so bad.
Oh my lord. Yo, that's not how dogs work. Only occasionally do they pick up a kitchen knife and run wild. Oh. Service dogs?
Oh. Oh! Oh, these guys are little vicious ones.
Yeah, there's the one. Big white fluff. What's Jon Snow's dog called? Ghost.
Ghost. Wait, what is happening?
Oh, it's got black paws. You see
Wait,
that?
the vision. That thing is adorable. That's a fucking cute dog. I hope she gets that dog. She's gotta get that dog, right?
Yeah.
Give us the dog.
Bum. Aquarium! Yes! Yes!
Did you see that big penguin?
Penguin Park.
Penguin Park?
It's the mid-season finale. Penguin Park. Y'all, that was episode 11. Stella.
The Stella.
Now, I have to say... Okay, never mind. It's a little spoiler. I don't want to say it yet until they confirm in the show. Never mind. Because there's one thing that I discovered for making the outro for Spy Family. For something that would probably happen in the show, but...
Are you talking about with the pet?
Yeah.
That the dog is going to be a part of
I'm
it.
pretty sure that's the dog that they're going to get. The
Okay.
white dog.
That makes sense because I remember, and just for reference, I added these episodes, so
Yeah.
but who cares? But every time because I do watch like the outro when you first sent it to me, I was like, that's a cute dog, and I was like, wait a minute. Just now, when you said that, I was like, oh right, I have seen that dog.
It hit me. So I forgot about the outro, but it wasn't until this episode that I was like, oh yeah, there is a dog. Because honestly, I thought of the dog as being a part of the unit back when we were getting the unit built. Because I didn't know what the premise of the story was going to be. But when the first episode was like, I gotta get a daughter. Second episode, I gotta get a wife. I thought the third episode was gonna be, I gotta get a dog.
Yeah.
And they never mentioned it again, so I was like, I guess that dog's not that important to the show. so yeah, this is the confirmation that dog's probably gonna be in the family. Cute episode, as always.
Very adorable.
We got a big mission accomplished. Almost. I guess it's like...
It's step 1 of 8.
There's an advantage and a disadvantage to what we achieved today. The advantage is, yeah, we got a Stella. The only problematic thing, which Lloyd brought up before we got the Stella, was, hey, we could kind of maybe... Or maybe it was Anya who brought up, like, we might be able to, like, cheat our way and get ourselves a quick Stella. But he was like, no, it's going to be too obvious. People are going to start to be suspecting. And then even the one lady on the train was like, I can help you. And he's like, no. People are going to be like, suspect. Also the fact that she's been doing so bad in the school.
Yeah.
Though, I don't know why I'm jumping ahead. Let's start at the beginning. I wanted to talk about the most exciting part right off the bat about the whole stuff.
Okay. I mean, the beginning of the story of this episode, Anya's failing every class. She literally got an F back. Language, science, math. I feel like there was one more that she got an F on.
They put an F on the test. When I was in school, it was like you would get like 78, and that'd be your number out of like 100 or whatever.
Yeah.
I rarely got letters to be graded,
except for on report cards.
True.
Yeah.
True. Until the final report.
Yeah, I don't know like when, if that's like if there's a reason they do that in like the post 2000s, because like same thing for me. Any test or anything I ever got, it was always like an 80 out of 100 or something. Or like if it was a 10 question quiz, it wouldn't be like 8 out of 10. It would be like 80. You know, or 80%. So like you knew that was a B.
Well, the reason I brought it up too is I saw up by the date they put 0.
Because she didn't mark her date. They grade that when you're younger. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was like her F was a 0 out of a 100, or if it was an F, maybe like a 53.
No,
and
that's
then there was a 0 at the top.
No, that was 0.
And
they circled like you didn't do the date.
Like, is it like you get 0 points instead of half point because you did the date? This is obviously the least important thing, but
I think that she literally failed completely, didn't get anything
Full
right.
0.
But they were circling like you didn't put you know how when they grade stuff they circle like it's like you put the answer wrong, they circle the answer like that's the wrong answer.
Well, the little almost check marks, the little lines, the red lines, those are the danger lines in school that I would get if I like didn't get one right. They wouldn't even like. The worst thing I think in testing was like when you got it marked wrong, but they didn't tell you what the right answer was, so you couldn't learn from your mistakes. You had to go home and jump into the book and figure out what you missed.
My favorite thing in school was like I was like an okay student. I didn't do like I wasn't like straight A's, but I generally got like A's, B's, maybe a C here and there. But like I just remember when you would do like math and you'd be like, oh, I know I did this 100% right, feeling so confident, and then you get the answer back and it's completely wrong, and they were like, you did this completely backwards or the wrong way.
I think that's even worse.
I know.
I think it's worse when you're fully confident and you get proven wrong as opposed to like you wing it and you like have you've confirmed to yourself like I'm probably not gonna pass this.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be bad in a week from now, and I feel like I failed. As opposed to like when you really try hard and then you fail, that's the worst.
Yeah.
You know, just to talk on F's, just to throw Anya a bone since she's not the only one. My first F I ever got. It's not a rare. It wasn't. Sorry. It was a rare thing to fail.
For the class or the or the test.
In anything. I only failed in one class ever, but I knew I was going to fail. Hold on, I'll get to that part. So my first F I ever got in, it was like middle school when we started to do like big testing, and it was a science class. My first F ever, I was so embarrassed, and I hid the test. We had to, in my middle school, you had to take it home and get it signed so that your parents knew that you failed. I'm telling you, I probably finagled my way maybe a month without my mom seeing it until emails literally had to be sent out and had to be like told in person. And I think it happened like there was like a big event where parents had to come to school, and the teacher approached in the hall, and I just knew the conversation was about to happen. I just deuced out. I acted like I had to go to the bathroom, and I knew my mom was talking to Miss, I don't want to throw her name out there.
Yeah, but Teacher.
Miss Teacher. And I was so embarrassed. It was like the worst thing ever.
Yeah. I remember a couple times where I wasn't like doing I was like one of those students where in the years that I struggled in school, where the times that I struggled, it would be like struggle really bad because I didn't do my work, and then I would catch up by the end of the year and like get like a B or something. But I remember like there was one time I had like a D in a class, and like they sent out the report cards, and every quarter you had to like get it signed at home. I would hide it. My mom would be like, I had an email saying that I have to sign a report card. I'm like, oh, they haven't gotten them out yet. And God, I hope my mom never sees this video, but dude, I totally forged your signature on a couple of them. It was so bad.
You know, if there's any time to be a forger and forge,
it's this show right now.
It's just to get past a card. At least it's not like a legal document. But
I've never forged a legal document.
I'm just saying that's the good news.
Woo, man.
But
FBI.
I failed a class in college too.
Oh, really?
It was a class. It was an advanced history class that I had to choose from, and I was late on the game for choosing, like, what the history class was gonna be. It was like 3 days before our class was beginning, so I was late on choosing. So everybody had chosen all the good ones that would be interesting to jump into. Funny enough, it was that Viking class. Do you remember that Viking class?
Oh yeah, I remember you taking that.
Maybe 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Okay, it was the driest class
I'm sure
I ever had to take. So everybody has to take a thesis or do a thesis to graduate. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But for that class, they had an additional thesis where you had to write like 26 pages on a topic, and we got randomly categorized what we were going to be given, and I was given a book, like this mini book that I had to write 26 pages about, and the book was only like
15 pages.
Maybe not even, but the whole, like, I had to go and find all these reference books, and if you're not interested, just like Anya, if you're not interested in the material and there's nothing to spice
It's
it up,
hard, yeah.
it is damn near impossible.
Yeah.
Like I'm a lot like her, where it's like I 2/8 of a bullet cartridge or whatever. Like that's how I had to like maneuver.
Yeah.
I had to find interest. Maybe not exactly like that. I didn't have to like find fantasy outlets to make it enjoyable, but maybe like music to like amp me up, or weirdly enough, procrastinating really helped me. I did really well under the wire.
Yeah.
I did some of my best work when I only had a day left.
Yeah.
I did my college thesis. Sorry if the professors are gonna see this. I got an A on my thesis. I did my thesis in a half a week, and we were supposed to do it over a 4-month period. I can't function over a 4-month period. I lose my train of thought after a conversation with you.
Yeah. I feel the same way. I feel like if something's due in a month and you're like, even at like my real life job now, like it's like, oh, we need to do this like over time. I feel more like I feel like I do a better job when like it's like, you know, the time clock is running out and you gotta like compete under pressure. So
even some of the videos I brought out to you, like
audience,
like
they're like
some of our biggest ones, like the pressure of making sure it was good for people.
Yeah.
Because I knew it was going to be a big one, I was like, this makes me nervous. And it might have taken like 2.5 days, and then it all got done in a couple hours, and then ended up being great.
Yeah.
Compared to some other ones that I took too long for, and it was whatever.
Yeah.
Forgettable.
But back to the show.
Sorry, yeah, all Anya stuff.
Anya was failing, so they decided to do an outing, go out and do something. Lloyd decided to do some volunteer work to help Anya, you know, earn a STELLA star, because you can get stars from volunteer work, and it, you know, gives her a little bit of school credibility.
Yeah.
Since she's doing horrible in school.
She's not really good at any extracurricular either.
Yeah, and she tried doing everything, like music, art, sports, like really did horrible at all of them. So they go to the hospital, and basically every job she either slacks off, fails, or gets bored. She breaks something, she starts reading manga, she falls asleep, like she doesn't want to do chores, to the point where they get kicked out by the hospital.
Yeah, first graders are built different in this country.
Yeah. And there was a kid who was going to physical therapy in the pool.
Yeah.
He just so happened to fall into the pool and was drowning, and Anya heard it. And so she managed to... She decided to tell Lloyd that...
Who are you?
Someone was drowning, and he goes, "Who are you?" And then she just stops and freaks out for a second.
Yeah.
And then she just like, I'm going to get a STELLA by becoming a pro swimmer, and just runs away. And then, like, hides that, oh, I thought I saw a kid drowning. She dives in after him. She almost drowns herself. And Lloyd saves them both. And then gives, like, the lecture of, like, most people drown when other people are around, and they just don't notice that it's happening. And it's like, man, where the fuck does this guy know this knowledge?
It's true. It's very scary how quickly like somebody can just accidentally submerge.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Right next to you.
Lloyd was successful in saving them. Everyone thanks Anya. Anya then earns a STELLA star.
Yeah.
She is the first in the first grade and a record setter for how quickly someone has earned a STELLA star.
Starlight Anya.
Yes, and she now wants to be referred to as Starlight Anya.
Which fine. She needed some more morale booster in her life.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think she needs the ego, but sure, the morale booster can help, but don't be...
As long as she doesn't exile or exclude her only friend.
Yeah. She is starting to get ostracized by everyone, too, because she's... What?
Except Damien.
Except Damien. Damien understands that she did it fair and square, even though no one else believes it, and so that pisses him off.
I loved that response.
Yeah.
He was like, do you think we go to some shit school?
Yeah.
This is the most prestigious school, which means however she got it, as
Was
unbelievable as it is,
Was legit.
and it pisses me off.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Love that line.
And then Becky said that she always gets something special. She gets a reward for doing well. So Anya ends up deciding to ask for a dog. from Lloyd and Yor.
Yeah.
Um,
Yor's scared that the dog is gonna knife her in the back or eat her alive.
So Lloyd decides that he'll get one from HQ.
Yeah.
And we see this scene where they are feeding all these dogs at a kennel, and then there's one dog that like, okay, you know the part where it did like the shaky like CCTV screen and it showed the family? Like, was the dog having a vision of the Forger family?
Honestly,
like, what the fuck was that?
When I glazed over it, but when you brought it to the attention, and then I just remembered the show has a child that can
read minds.
All
and
I
she
can
also
think
like
of-
connected with the animal. Remember when she like calmed down the bull?
Yes.
Like, what if she has like some...
Well, all I can think of is
Yeah.
good tag team. A dog. What if the dog can like? Because didn't he see the Forger family?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay, so
pull
maybe
up the...
yeah. Well, maybe one of two things could be true. Maybe it either has a mission against or for the family, or it can see the future and see where its destination is gonna lay, which could be a cool duel with Anya's mental. Like mentally, what was it when you can read people's minds?
Telepathy.
Telepathy. So what if the dog can communicate with her about things in the future, so she can tell them and prep them for future missions?
Very possible.
Mr. Desmond is gonna finally show up and see his son at school on the 18th of June.
Yeah.
Isn't it today the 18th?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. I guess that's why I chose it. I don't know why. Yeah, so
Yeah, and...
run that back, see if it's actually what we think it is.
Yeah, play that scene back. What are they going to use them as? Bomb dogs? These little guys sure have it rough. Getting tinkered with just so they can end up as toys for some humans. Interesting. So, like, are these dogs that are being experimented on?
That's what I was getting the impression of, is that they are special dogs. See, that's what's funny, because I thought that they were being used for, like, war dogs.
Yeah.
But, like how some people, like, put bombs inside of animals. I don't think the show would go that dark, but...
But you see that right there?
The dog's special. The dog's special.
How does the dog... How? How does that work?
Same way a child can read minds.
That
I
dog
love
is fucking adorable.
He's got an elegant stash.
Yeah, he is. He looks like a bear. I just want to pick him up.
The hands look like...
They're like
Bird.
Yeah, they were bird, almost like
Griffin.
yeah, almost.
Is that
claw-like.
weird? Or what? Am I crazy about that? I mean, that's like the first thing that I
Balls.
noticed about... Yeah, I mean, it's like dog hands, but it looks like...
It's
when
just because the color
it's scaly,
changes there. Yeah.
Scaly, and it's like griffin hands.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm really not sure, but this show's interesting. It's very upsetting that we got one more, and then we gotta wait a long time. You know what's crazy too is that this is the first show that we've watched live as an anime. I guess Attack on Titan technically, because the season's not actually over yet. I don't know. At this point, I feel like they're all different seasons. Of part 4 being broken.
This is like where we're watching it live with the audience since its conception, or like release.
That, yeah, and that it's being split into 2. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like if AOT ended at where we were currently, part 1, part 2. Yeah. We didn't watch part 1 live with everybody. So, yeah, it's interesting that, like, we're finally here for something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know. I'm excited. I definitely want this dog a part of the family. And it looks like we're going to an aquarium, a penguin park.
Penguin Park. This world is so weird.
And Anya's closer to her goal. I mean, they were expecting by 6 months that she could get the 8 Stella stars to become an Imperial Scholar and then be at that level to get around Mr. Desmond.
Has Anya encountered, or like, I guess the cow's the only animal she's engaged with. I was gonna say maybe this is like the turning point where we get to see more of her ability used with animals.
Yeah, who knows? With the dog, yeah.
Because you're right, like, she calmed the cow.
Yeah. But she's not super far from the goal.
No.
But
honestly, I thought we were going to have
Yeah.
big revelations today with the almost reveal of
Yeah.
her ability. And I realized, like, the show has done such a job to make sure no one learns anything in this story, just for kind of the meme of it. But I was like, we are almost 12 episodes in. Surely there will be some boundary breakers, or we finally make some headway with where our characters are.
Yeah.
Maybe part 2.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see it. I mean, I'm sure the show's got a little bit of a life on it. I don't think everything will be done by season 1 and 2, but apparently Desmond is doing some shady dealings behind the scenes, and they really want to try and prevent a war from happening. So they got to make sure that Homeboy's not, getting involved in anything too crazy.
Shifty dealings.
Shifty. Okay.
Guys, if you made it this far, make sure to leave a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. We are still on the road to 50K. We appreciate your support. Check out the Patreon if you want to check out some of our other shows. We got 1 week, 2 week, and Discord available for you. And let us know your thoughts. What are you hyped for the show? If you're not a manga reader, let us know. And we'll see you in the next video. Punch it. Pow!